Hey guys, so here is part one of Dwayne the Rock Johnson and I on Google Chat. And I thought to myself, why don't I just ask him what he wants? So you'd imagine there'd be a reason if a celebrity in real life came out and hit you up, right? Because it's just not something people would do. So this is how it went. Excuse me, someone in this complex has got a bloody drag car or something. So after the manager and I had our little tiff on Instagram, and she finally gave me the email address, I said, "Hi there. Your manager, who's actually a little sketchy, gave me this email and a screenshot of your message to her." "Hello there," he said. "How you doing?" I said, "Good. And you?" And he goes, "Oh, I don't know about the sketchy part, but I did tell Kristen to give out my email to few of my fans." I said, "Oh, okay. May I ask the reason why you wanted to reach out?" "I know it might seem like a dream to you, 'cause these things don't happen easily." He tried his scammer handbook. I said, "Not a dream as such. I've met famous people before face to face. I'm just baffled as to the reason of this kind of meeting. That's all, LOL. But I created this account to reach out to a few of my true loyal fans of mine out there and also chat with them to know how things are going with them, 'cause they're the reason why I have gotten this far," our scammer informs me. I said, "Oh, okay. So to see how everyone is generally, etc. then. Dot, 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 dot. Yes, exactly. What do you think? Oh, were you expecting something else?" said our rather baffled scammer. And I said, "About what exactly?" Meaning, what did I think? And around expecting something else, I said, "No, it's just strange to me for someone to randomly want to speak with strangers online, that's all, without some sort of reason or motive at least. And I think you mentioned me by name specifically in your message to Kirsten." "Oh, sorry, no, you didn't. Thank God, LOL. I just checked back, and I literally had gotten his message confused with the Robbie Williams one." So lucky this one's stupid anyway. He goes, "I understand you are a very straightforward person, but you should sometimes take things easy, LOL." And around when I realised that he hadn't, he goes, "Exactly. So what's your name?" And around taking things easy, I said, "Oh, if you don't like it, there's nothing I can do about it." And he goes, "You just called me someone," laughing emoji. And I said, "You can call me Julia, and you are someone. Who else or what else would you be? Question mark, question mark, question mark. I wasn't telling you to do anything, but sometimes it does comes out rude, or I say harsh around my manner." I said, "Oh, well, you should learn to be not so sensitive." And to me saying that he is someone, "Well, of course, but not the part you're trying to act like you don't know who I am," said our fake scammer, who I have no idea who he is. I said, "I have the right to be curious." And around him being sensitive, he goes, "I'm not sensitive either, LOL. I'm just getting to know you as well." I said, "Right now, you're someone I'm talking with. Nothing is set in stone. Even then, aren't you the same as the rest of us? Arrogance is so unattractive. If you want someone to gush and rave about you, I'm not the fan to contact. Sorry, it's true I'm not 16. It's nice having you on Google Chat, Julia," he said, when I said my name. "Please, I want you to keep my Gmail personal to yourself, and please, under no condition should you give my Gmail to anyone. Also understand that I'm really busy, and don't worry, I will always make sure I reply all your chat whenever I'm less busy, and you can always chat with me here on Google Chat." Yeah, I bet. And around me not being 16, he said, "You're so funny. I never said you were 16, and I love the fact you're being very straightforward," said the man who hated it just a minute ago. I said, "It's how adults are." And around me calling him arrogant, he said, "I wasn't even arrogant in any ways here." And I said, "Well, we will agree to disagree, LOL. And he goes, "I wasn't looking for a fan to rave or gush with, but rather someone to have a proper conversation and have a good impact on them." I said, "Sure. What would you like to discuss?" Rubbing my hands with glee. And around we will agree to disagree, he sends the laughing emoji. I said, I'm an English professor, so any subject you like is fine. How's the strike going over there? Are the terms being met? What are the terms? I'm not American, you see, so I'm curious. That's good, he said, but I'm not any of your students, LOL, he said. I said, I believed I asked you to enlighten me, not the other way around. And he goes, yes, I was even getting to that, around me not being American. I said, I only told you that because you said you wanted conversation, and I'm saying I can do that. Can you? How long have you been a fan, Julia? Said our fake Dwayne, who realised he was actually going to have to make some effort. And around holding a conversation, of course I can, he said. I said, so we are talking about you and how we feel about you, ... Okay, I'll bite. I liked you more as a wrestler than a film star, and you never answered the strike question. Conversation is quid pro quo. Sorry if you felt a break there. I had to go and check because he keeps messaging, right? So I said, conversation is quid pro quo. And around him being able to hold a conversation, I went, uh-huh. And then when I said you never answered the strike question, this is the American actor strike, guys, keep in mind. Well, I have never been the one to speak about politics, but one thing I care about is my people and fans. The people of Maui are going through a lot, and it hasn't been easy for them from the disaster they experienced. A lot of people are homeless and frustrated in Maui. As we speak, those people needs a lot of help. That's the reason I and Oprah and a lot more of people and organisation are trying our possible best to raise up funds for the support of this people. I must confess it hasn't been easy. It's a very big task, and indeed I was very unsettled and stressed about it, but I'm so grateful and moved for the messages I've been receiving these couple of days out of Maui from the survivors. So I think that was initially going to be his angle, because The Rock made a post literally a few hours ago about asking for money from people. I said, yes, I know about the natural disaster in Maui. I was asking about the strike in LA, but okay. And he goes, thank you for the honest feedback. And it's not like we're talking about me. It was just a question, referring to me saying that I preferred his wrestling to his films. I said, we have many in Australia that cause havoc. Disasters, I mean, not actors' strikes. And around this whole thing about Maui, which, he's gone and gotten from The Rock's Instagram post, I said, yes, I saw the post. And he goes, I know what you're talking about, but I don't speak on many things, especially when I don't know much about you. I don't know if you're a journalist or media freak trying to pour out false narratives out there. So I always have to be careful on what I speak on around the actors' strike. I said, I was asking your thoughts on a very public strike, but okay. And he goes, that's just very terrible, around the natural disasters we have in Australia. No one should have to experience such disasters. And we're saying the same thing around the strike. This guy had no idea. I said, are we though? Okay, if you say so. Has it ended yet? And completely ignoring that, he goes back to talking about him. He goes, I won't really say this hurt my feelings, but you don't like any of my movies? Right? I said, I never said that. I said, I liked you as a wrestler more. Are you checking to see what people like the most? I did enjoy Jumanji. Jack was hilarious as always. That's all right. Which of my movies do you like most? And then he saw that I'd written Jumanji. This one's a little bit of a slow reader. Oh, he said. And I said, well, you can also say that. I put in a lot of hard work to make good movies, and everyone appreciates my efforts. So, of course, I would also love to know personally. And around Jack Black, yes, he's a wonderful actor and colleague. I said, his singing voice is spectacular, because I love Tenacious D. There is nothing more amazing than having good comments and compliment from such hard work, he said. I said, I'm sure. Seeing your profile, said our scammer, you remind me of an old friend that I care for so much, but it's so sad. I lost her to cancer about 9 years ago. She really meant a lot to me. I said, was her name Wendy? And then I went, just playing. I get that a lot. You're so funny as hell, laughing emoji, but no, it's not. He goes, you do, for real? Around me getting told that a lot. I thought, oops, better reel it back a bit. I said, apparently I look familiar to many people. Maybe it's bone structure. One of those faces, I guess. Thank you for sharing, he said. Where do you live? I said, oh, didn't I say? Thought I said. I'm living in Australia. You know, with all the natural disasters like fires and floods. We had an earthquake last week. Yes, you said something about the wildfire disturbance over there. He said, oh, sorry, wildlife disturbing over there. And around the earthquake, oh my God, in capital letters. I said, yes, it's okay. We are fine. There have been many recently, though, so it's a worry. I hope you weren't affected by it. I said, a little, but not much. And he goes, that's very disturbing. He goes, a little. Shock horror. How do you mean? And I'm thinking maybe I could see if he wants to donate to my relief effort. Give me a sec, I'll be back. So I'm back. So I'm going to stop the video after this. I said, well, we had several nasty ones in 2021 that caused major damage, and now we are getting a lot of smaller ones which are disrupting buildings and infrastructure. The government are trying their best, but they just keep coming. Maybe we need a relief fund like Maui, LOL. So I'm going to leave that there because he's gone off probably to do some Googling or he's chatting with several other people. Just want to interject. I feel terrible for the people of Maui, obviously, and I can sympathise. Our bushfires it was just atrocious. It levelled all of Australia, and then we had floods right near me. And so I'm not making any light. Please don't anyone get offended. So that's part one of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. He's going to have a bit of an uphill struggle, but we'll see. Okay, bye.